Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Cardboard Coach Neil, and I just want to make a, a long awaited video response to Mark's Dodgers cards regarding the batting stance, your favorite. I don't think this one's been talked about, but I'll get to that in a second. And also to give a shout out to three channels, which I'll get to as well. But the first thing I wanted to mention is going out to Brent Richards. So, in all fairness and honesty, I was not familiar with Brent's channel prior to a day or two ago. And I heard about it, on other channels that he was making his final video. And, I saw a couple different things. So I went in and I looked and I subscribed because, and this is directed to Brent. I'm going to tag you, so you may see it, you may not. But hey, Brent, listen, I saw a few of your videos, and kudos. You speak very eloquently, unlike some, with pauses and stammers and trying to think of your next thought. Again, I don't script anything, so I just kind of come out here with a couple of things I want to talk about and just wing it. But your videos were good, and a number of subscribers. If it's not working out, I get it. If you're not enjoying it, well, then there's no need to keep on doing it. But if you were enjoying it, just do it. It's listen, for me, the hobby is about cards, obviously, but there's nothing like going to a show, whether it's local or a national, which I will attend every so often, but only if it's on the East Coast, Atlantic City and Baltimore. I don't think it's ever going to be back at either one of those places, but I enjoyed it. I went to Cleveland once, which was a great show, by the way. But and I do want to make it to Strongsville, but that's another story. So, when I go to the Philly show, for instance, I usually attend every single one. It's always great catching up with people that I haven't seen since the last show, many of which are dealers, many of which are collectors, many of which we know on a first name basis. But also, too, it's the arranged meetings where there are guys that we've known in the hobby for a number of years, and we keep in touch with, whether it's a phone call or text or on some of the message boards that I am on. And it's great catching up with those guys. And that's what it's all about, because the hobby's always better when you have a number of friends that, that kind of collect the same thing and can talk about cards. Not everybody in our lives will talk about cards. Family members may, if they collect. Friends group most likely does not. And if you're like me, you have a group of friends from high school and from college, and even from after when I was coaching. I'm still in touch with these guys all the time. Many of which I consider lifelong friends, even though only have known them for 10 years. But I'd rather have a small knit community than thousands and thousands and thousands of people to respond to. I don't know if that makes sense. But look, all I'm saying is, Brent, I saw your stuff. You were doing a good job. But in any event, I hope all is well with you. If you choose to make more videos, that's great. If you don't, that's great. But what you put out and what I saw, I thought it was fantastic. I thought you had a great demeanor to you. And again, kudos. So that being said, I wanted to respond to Mark's Dodgers cards. He had asked to tell us about your favorite batting stance. But before I do that, I want to mention three channels. Reverend Steve, Nerding Out with Cards, and The Dads Are Here. And just started watching The Dads Are Here, I think yesterday. I saw a couple of their videos. Good stuff. And I don't know which one is which, but there was an SGC reveal. And I knew the one guy was from Philly, just from the way he was talking. I recognized that accent. So I had to mention these guys. Check them out. Good stuff. Just collectors, and that's what I like. Just collectors showing their stuff, talking about cards. But the favorite batting stance, I'm a Phillies guy, as you can see. This is not a game used jersey. It's but it is authentic, and it's just a nice little flair. I got it, Bradley Stewart, Bradley Cooper. I did meet by the way, at the Phillies game or Eagles game. This is a Bradley Stewart game used jersey, which I, being the Eagles fan, I have. This is a new background, backdrop, and I'm in my basement. I think the sound's a little bit better, but I do miss seeing the stuff behind me, so I'm probably going to move back upstairs as well. But the favorite batting stance, when I was a kid, I'm a big Phillies fan still, but Mike Schmidt was the man. In my opinion, the greatest third baseman of all time, and probably most accounts would have him in top 3 fashion, maybe top 4. The guys I'm thinking of that should be included in that list, Schmitty, of course, Brooks Robinson, Brett, and Eddie Matthews, and not in that order because there's a number of fantastic third basemen that had played, but Schmidt had it all. 3 MVPs, a ring, 548 home runs, but his stance was so awesome, and it was very, I don't know how to, it wasn't flashy, it wasn't over the top, but Schmidt he was a power hitter, and he walked to the plate, I think, with a lot of confidence. So what he would do, let me just get this ready. He would kind of walk up to the plate, put his back. He was kind of straight, kind of put his back. I'm not good at editing. Otherwise, I'd insert some type of clip. But, Google it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Or you may even remember. But he kind of, arches back a little bit and kind of lean back. Couple, 2 or 3 check swings, not full swings, but just check swings. And right before the pitch, would kind of do like a little butt wiggle, for lack of a better way to put it. And I'll tell you, so this is kind of the best example as I can find. I looked through all my Schmidt cards, and I think 87 is probably the best. I mean, he's kind of in that back, upright, very unbecoming, but looked like he was ready, and just very nonchalant, couple check swings, the butt wiggle, and chances are it was one of his 548 that happened next. He was a great guy to watch, great player, excellent defensive third baseman as well. But that's my video response. And even though this is a card, no video can go without showing a card. So I'll just still continue with the athletics theme. These are 1911 Sporting News supplements. Now, John McGinnis and his predecessor, the first captain of the Philadelphia Athletics, Harry Davis, both had really, really good careers. And really for the first 20 years of the A's existence, it was one of these two guys playing first base, each with a number of championships. And so, hey, that's all I got. I just want to thank everybody out there. Go check out those channels. They'll be in the description. And until next time, I should have there might be another video in the next day or two, depending on this reveal or SGC order comes back. I submitted an SGC order, I think it was 7 or 8 cards, a little over a month ago. I could have used one of them last week, but I digress. They should be here tomorrow, and if I have some time, I may do the reveal. I still have not checked to see what the grades are, and now it's even actually going to be harder because I did remind myself to maybe check that order, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, gentlemen, until next time, we'll talk.